Ha! Those are my shoes. Ha! You fell for it. Ha! You thought it'd be me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shyzalosophy 101. That's right. It's great to be alive. Oh, yeah, he's here today. Here's your host, Shyzabox. Oh, is the show starting? Oh, it must be. Oh, we heard our introduction. Quick, giddy up, girl. We're gonna be late. Whoa, girl. Oh, full stop. We're there. Good girl. Get out of here. And the horse. You wrote in on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome nuns and all, that's right, priests, preachers, cardinals, rabbis, weirdos with beardos, Alcoholics Anonymous, anyone who accidentally clicked on this by mistake, sorry about that. Welcome nuns, welcome all, we've got a fantastic show for you today. Whoa, sorry. We've got a free show for you today. Who's that? Hi, noob. Well, I don't know who you think you might be talking to, but I guess it's us. Hello, how are you today? I'm sorry, I have issues. Well, who is that? Fahimia-WN7CZ. That's all right. We all have issues, right? Heck, we didn't even start the show yet, right? I mean, that's an issue. We started reading stuff in front of us like, oh, might as well focus on that. It's more important what we have to say. Believe you me, it's definitely better. That's right. Let's call this episode to order. Before we get too far ahead, though, you're right. We're noobing it up this round, right? We accidentally said naughty words in the last episode. Whoopsie. Yeah, I got one of those content restriction ratings, right? Now, shows for adults, right? Well, or no one, let's be honest. We accidentally said some naughty words, but I mean, when you're talking about Joey, how can you not? Joey's disgusting. If it's from Joey, it's a no-y. Disgusting. Anyhow, lo and behold, before we start this one off as well, we might as well, while we haven't really started yet, take the time to apologize for our last stream. Well, we can't be right all the time. That's God's job, right? If we were to maintain the trajectory of doing what we were supposed to do, we'd probably have a roof and a ceiling. Studio would be done. We probably didn't make the best decisions growing up. Probably not a role model. Remember, keep in mind, this is all subjective for philosophical entertainment and or the lack thereof, and that of one subjective understanding as to what entertainment could be. But are you a gangster? No. We're not a gangster. We're a gangster bitch. We like Gangsta Boo and 3-6 Mafia, what can we say? Those are her lyrics, not ours. Bless. But no, we are not affiliated with that of a gang entity. No one wants it. They wouldn't jump us in or out. Believe you me. No gang would want us. All the gangs would gang up to not let us in. Be like, no, we're all about gang violence and, warring and turf wars and this, that, and the other, but we don't want to deal with you, Shyzabox. You're going to make us all shake hands. We'll start getting along. We might become best friends. We're going to bring back old school Halo LAN parties. Okay? We're going to take it off the streets and put it in old school Halo LAN parties, right? It's bridging that gap. Riddler. You want us to speak in riddles? Hell, that could be a riddle, right? We'll just start asking questions to the audience. Hola, who's that? Marcos? Well, hola to you, Marcos-R32. What's with all these hyphenated endings to people? I make edits 477. What you want us to? You can edit any. Go to town. There's no way you can find anything that subjective in nature could be ambiguous in that of its interpretations on that of this channel or anything we've ever done. I'm from Canada. I'm sorry about that. Oh, Grenada. Well, that's okay. Sorry, we thought you said Canada for a sec. Apologies. You're way better off. Theoretically, we joke, obviously, in our opinion. In our opinion, right? DFG. Is that another bad word? We already got a content restriction yesterday. The F word. No, we're not going to say it this episode, we don't think. Okay? Well, Marcos, we see that of... Oh, what the hell? Hey, Marcos, you know that edits that in a variety of ways, depending on what platform or apparatus that of which you use. Believe you me, your algorithm's probably even worse than ours. It's censoring your words, dude. It might not look like it to you. It is. It makes it look like you don't know how to talk, like blah, blah, blah. Now, you don't know that because, you know, it's like F-bomb, F-bomb, here and there. You should have been on the stream yesterday. Whoops. Turns out, you really shouldn't say whatever we said that was bad. Which reminds us, again, pertaining to our episode yesterday, once again. Sorry about that. Excellent. All right, forgive and forget, right? Doesn't matter what happened yesterday. That's yesterday's news. We're talking about Bank of America today. Or whatever you want us to. I mean, heck, the chats are more fun. I guess we'll just start there. The topic of the show's stupid, so let's just do whatever you guys want us to. We sell out fast, believe you me. By sell out, of course, buy in. SLC Punk Logic apply. Call this episode to order again. Thank you. OMG, yes, I need your help. Matt Miller? Go to town, Mac! What you... Oh, you already got it. All right, hold on. We see you're up there, Mac. We're running up to you. Okay, yep, some bad words, which don't look like bad words, but they are. I got a something, and I want a something. Oh, what? Some lyrics to, like, 9 Inch Nails? Well, fantastic. Believe you me, if you need something of professional help, we think that there are hotlines and or agencies and apparatuses with which you could seek that of psychological help and or the venues and apparatuses that house and hold that information for that of which you may be concerned with that of in reference to that of oneself, their subjective interpretations, who, of course, is responsible for that of everything that they illicitly do on that of their own accord, unforced, unannounced, unbehested by any other entity or outside source. So... obviously, when everyone's quoting all of these song lyrics, okay, from all of these crazy, rock groups and rap groups and all of these old Broadway musicals, believe you me, American Idiot, oh, the I word again, sorry about that, Mac, you should probably... Eminem. You might want to seek help, okay? We're not that help, okay? This is all for philosophical entertainment, all right? Now, we can give that of opinion. Who do you call? Well, you're going to have to just search that on the same way that you're able to type in here and type that. What you should do is just search it into Google. Say help hotlines. And, generation there. Someone says call for yourself, that of 911 for that of very, very reasonable and only reasonable persons, reasons therewith. Do not call 911 if it is not an emergency, ever, under any condition. Believe you me, we accidentally butt dialed 911 once when we were outside doing our mom's yard work because she was yelling at us. Then don't call them. Search help hotlines. Get off the stream right now. End the stream, search help hotlines, and stop putting stuff in the chat immediately. Period. That of which playing with psychological endeavors and or the inability for one to contain and or maintain such thoughts is very distasteful as far as joking goes. So if you're trying to elicit humor and or a response with which would incorporate that of a vernacularity in which we would get ourselves in trouble, you better watch what you say, because everyone's responsible for their own actions and you are the one inputting stuff. I think that someone should look up your account, perhaps, maybe ask YouTube what they think the best decision should be to try and get you the help that you obviously deservedly need, because something seems a little off in the psychological manifestations with which are permeating to that of your actual ability to input text and comments into that of a chat on a random live stream, rather than seek of that the help within which you inherently perhaps are seeking that you need. Now, we understand it may be hard to go try and find these venues and apparatuses. That's why we said search help hotlines. We can't do it for you. We can't make those calls for you. You say you don't want to call your mom and dad, they will yell at you, then don't. Seek a police officer. Seek a fire department official. Seek a medical professional and ask them to get you the help you need. Don't come ask some metaphysical, theoretical philosopher for that of the help they cannot issue you and give, okay? They say they don't want to call their mom because they'll get yelled at. Then go to a teacher, go to a professional, go to your neighbor in person. Do you understand? If you are that bad off and you need that much help, and here, let's be sure that we have this exactly correct. Mac Miller Fan Club, MacMiller FANCLUB. Guess what? You're in the logs, Mac Miller Fan Club. We want to get you the help that we know that you need. Apparently, when you're stating such, that is ambiguous as far as how far you're willing to do and or go with that of what you do, we highly recommend anyone who is able to. We are not, okay? We're not at a terminal with which we can interact with. Obviously, Mac Miller Fan Club, let's see how we pray to that of insert deity of your choice here, okay? Now, we're Catholic, we do the whole God, Jesus thing, right? You don't have to. You could be a heathen, you could be a whatever, you can whatever. Yeah, we don't care. Okay? Whether you're a Mormon and or a member of Islam or a member of the Jewish or a member of Protestant or Baptist, we don't care. We likes everyone, Mac Miller Fan Club, and we think everyone deserves that of a fair shot at everything. Okay? No biases, no anything. Okay? Everyone should get a fair shot, so please, Mac Miller Fan Club, get your fair shot at getting the help that you obviously desire. Now, if you're just wanting to be the center of attention, that's fine. Mac, baby, if you want to be more adult, we're not saying we are. We're very childish in nature. We're petty. We're arrogant. We're abrasive. We are not perfect. That's God's job. But don't come here looking to bark up this tree like we give a shit. Okay? Now, we care about everyone and we want you to have the help that you need, but if you're trying to hijack the show on some false pretenses, very distasteful. So, Mac Miller Fan Club, let's have little calm down, okay? If you want an adult, you can adult. If you want a childlike, let's get you an adult to help you out, okay? If you're an adult and you're just in a bad spot, we get it. This ain't the place. A random live stream with someone that you've never interacted with, we can't get you the help you need. If you want to hijack the show, hijack it with a question. We will go through every single one of the chattifications, and we will entertain that of what you wish to kick it. We're just having a good old-fashioned time. Well, good is subjective, okay? But we will entertain that of whatever, and we see, obviously, space for good days. Yeah, I mean, we got you. We got you. Yeah, good. You're giving them the help. Call your mom. It's a miracle, right? Hopefully, they get that of what they need. But Matt Miller Fan Club's been here before. We don't remember him being that wonky. Maybe he's just having an off day. Maybe, perhaps. Theoretically, in our opinion, we don't know. But if you're having an off day, Matt Miller, we want to make it right for you. We want to help you in any way we can. But we're metaphysically very far off from whatever we can do. So we can coax you through and say that you inherently, as an individual, are super worth it. You are more relevant and important than you could ever imagine. You are a one-of-a-kind, unique individual, and I don't care what anyone else says. You listen to good old Shyzabox. Even if you fail after fail after fail, get yelled at, fail after fail after fail, I promise you, Mac Miller, your entity and your being is more important than you know, and it's never too late to reciprocate. Theoretically, okay, for philosophical entertainment. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you'll keep getting what you've been getting, okay? Theoretically, now we give no advice because we are not a professional anything. Heck, we're not empirically validated. We've never had a empiricalized physics class, right? Now, remember, I mean, everyone has their own experiences, everyone has their own understandings, everyone's privy to that of their own interpretations of their own witnessed resonant logic, right? You gotta see it to believe it, right? The whole thing. Right. There are places to go where you can get help for that stuff. If you want to, after you're in a good state of mind, come kick it and have fun, all right? Well, fun, subjective. Then you can traverse, trek, interact that upon here thereafter. Take care of yourself first, and believe you me, you're more important than anyone may never give you credit for being, okay? You have a purpose that only you can fulfill, theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. I look up to you, I don't know what to do. Well, Matt, if you're looking up to us, hold the phone down a little bit, buddy. We just told you what to do like 10 minutes ago. End this stream yourself. Stop it. You're the only one who can. Okay. Click off of here. Go into any search engine and type help hotline. Here, let's help you out. Now we're going to write this reverses backwards because we're good like that. Go to a search engine. Okay, real quick. Help hotlines. Maybe you are unfamiliar with spelling, okay? Take a picture of this real quick, Mac Miller, okay? These are how you're going to type in help hotlines into that of a search engine or bar, okay? This is the only thing we can do for you right now. Type help hotlines, okay? Like I said, take a picture of this right now so you can spell it, okay? And believe you me, HELPHOTLINES, okay? Call, if you don't understand, and there's a bunch of them, call any of them and ask them to get you an additional help hotline. I promise you, help hotlines generally can provide help. We can provide philosophical entertainment or a lack thereof. We cannot provide interactions in that of your reality. We're a metaphysical construct to you, even though we exist in our reality in the same realm of where all helplines exist, okay? You live in this help hotline world. I live in this help hotline world. But the thing is that I'm not right here by you to where I can hold your hand and look up this help hotline, right? So you got to do that yourself, buddy. We appreciate you looking up to us and whatever, but hold the phone down. We are but a mere man. We are nothing more special than yourself. I promise you. You are just as equal of a person as us. It doesn't matter if you don't have a high school diploma and we do. It doesn't matter if you don't have a college degree and we do. It doesn't matter if you have a doctorate college degree and we do not. Do you understand, Mac Miller? We are equal, because anything else outside of that is subjective to interpretations, and mankind can understand knowledge. Mankind theoretically can never know knowledge, because guess what, Mac Miller? There is too much of it in this little world with these little help hotlines that we all live therein. End the stream, Mac Miller. Seek the help that of thine seeks, and you shall elicit that of what thine gets. Okay? Keep doing what you've been doing, you'll keep getting what you've been getting. Now, like we said, you want to hijack the show in a realistic way should it not pertain to an actual medical crisis, okay, or a real problem, all right? Happily, we will entertain in a more orthodox measures that of any theoretical quantum contemplation within which you may seek or wish to desire to do. We've already literally moved a metric kernel of data from Kaggle to Web3. We've already proved our theory. We've already written a bunch of books that, well, you know, not a lot of people want to buy. Pickle Punk Philosophy, official live stream, note-taking journal. Hey, Mac, you know, sometimes it helps to just get it out. Now, you do not need to buy any of our books, Mac Miller, okay? And believe you me, it's not going to make a situation better in purchasing something to try and subjectively take care of something, theoretically. Now, you need to seek the help to find that of the correct answer, okay? We can only give in our theoretical guidance within which is subjective to one's interpretation. Everyone has their own experiences within which everyone houses that of their understanding. All right? Never hurts to be able to just get out some feelings or something like that. Maybe it'll help out more than you know, especially if you find yourself in a very predicament where you might potentially... All right. Hey, K-Money, welcome. K-Money, we're just kicking it, right? Actually, we had a gripe, but then fan club was... I think they let some Joey in their life. Mac, last stream got a content restriction. You got to log in to watch that one now, K-Money. That's what we meant. We didn't mean to say Mac. K-Money. Last stream got a content restriction. Joey is a fickle beast. Disgusting. We pretty much blame you and JC, and, well, we'll just blame Don't Trip. Let's be honest. It wasn't you or JC. It was Don't Trip. Maybe. I don't know. We don't remember. Doesn't matter. Be Karen. Inflation now. What do you mean inflation now, Shyzabox? What are you talking about? Well, man, get this, all right? So we do not interact with that of financial banking institutions on a regular basis in any means, way, shape, or form, all right? We don't got money. We don't participate in these entities, okay? We went as a favor to go get $1 bills from Bank of America, okay? Now, Keep in mind, this may not be nationwide. This may not be a national type thing. This might only be branch specific or location, regional, something like that, okay? But inflation is now, I tell you, because theoretically, after and beyond theoretically, well, theoretically about obviously inflation now, but it's hitting harder than you may think. And because a self-realizing entity can't realize itself, here comes Shyzabox to crash some stuff for you. Okay? Get this. Bank of America ain't giving out $1 bills. Okay? Now, we know that they were getting rid of pennies. Okay? Whoops. We know they were getting rid of pennies, okay? But fly-by-night operations seem to fly by night around these random Uniteds of the States recently, from flot cameras to that of whatever. Bank of America ain't got no $1 bills. At least not for customers or bankers. Then why do I use you then? That's what I'd ask myself, theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, in our opinion. Why would you use a service that doesn't provide the service you use it for? Or is PDF logic culture that placated now in society? We misspeak. Is PDF culture, all right, in society to the extent it is now, all right, to the mere degree that the system's so broken you can't witness itself getting rid of $1 bills? Now, we don't know from a business account point of view or anything like that. We can't speak to that. But from a customer perspective and point of view, you go into a Bank of America branch, it's a borderline ghost town almost at different times, okay? They don't have tellers anymore. They don't use their drive-through very, much anymore. And again, this isn't every branch. This isn't every location that we can speak for. But what we can speak for is that Bank of America ain't got no $1 bills to give out. Inflation is now, and people aren't really realizing it, I don't think. Hey, we know they got rid of pennies, but getting rid of $1 bills without generally telling that of the, banking users, the American populace, that's a pretty bold move, Cotton. Enough to where it irks us to, we're going to do a little episode about it. And whether no one ever watches it, whether one person watches it, whether two people watches it. We find it very irksome that all of these fly-by-night operations, all right, these clandestine entities, all of these groups, theoretically, that make these executive decisions which resonate and affect everyone unilaterally without any oversight. Who assigned these people that of the authorities that they claim? For a banking financial institution, okay, to not give out, to not house, and to not host $1 bills, times may be theoretically rougher than you think times are. Was it gas is back up? What is that, election season? Is it going to go down because of election season? Why can't we maintain a consistency? Why the fluctuations? Why the metrics? Why the taxes on something 1% here, no percent here, and 100% here? This system is so broken that now even if other Bank of Americas are giving out $1 bills somewhere else, You've pissed off your constituents enough to where now we don't even want to have anything to do with Bank of America, in our opinion. Why then do we use a service you no longer provide? We thought you were a bank. When we go there to get, I don't know, banking done, and you have 0 tellers, you have 0 drive-through operating, you have 1 person helping people at the ATM. And then you have your individuals that will happily sit down and lord over anyone who wishes to get a loan, that of our money in your bank that we can't get in $1 bills as a loan for these individuals. I would rather, theoretically, not going to, so I don't have it. I would rather theoretically withdraw every single cent that I have and invest every single penny in one of these individuals that you deny a loan to. As I swear they'll have way more integrity than you do. Everything's fine. What was that? Read a poem from our poetry book? Nah, maybe at the end of the episode if you're lucky. Nah, we're looking forward to it too. Nah, get out of here, Bank of America, man. That is some PDF logic. That's some joke. Disgusting. In our opinion, of course, everything here is subjective to interpretation, which is correct. This is all for philosophical entertainment or lack thereof. You interpret anything that you want as you want. But we are very, very, very infuriated at that of the banking institution, Bank of America, right now. When we go to get a banking service that we have received from said bank for over a quarter of a century, oh, you old boomer? That is correct. We've been, for over a quarter of a century, going and getting $1 bills whenever we want to, because guess what? You has whatever money you has. Now, Bank of America not giving out $1 bills, that just tells us that system's even more broken than we thought. That of inflation, they got rid of pennies because, believe you me, that would be more witness to resonatial logic. They got rid of pennies. What they wanted to do was get rid of dollars. Theoretically. That's what they're doing now. If, theoretically, Bank of America only applies and hands out that of $1 bills, should they, we don't even know if they do, okay, to that of businesses who bid with them, and they do not give $1 bills to that of the public, that's a general problem. If they're telling you the lowest denominational increment that you can keep in there is $10, yet your bank houses that of a balance of $4.30, guess what? You ain't getting your $4.30. You better set up an appointment, and or you better wait until they got time for you, because there are other not tellers who aren't working. There are other drive-through workers who aren't working. There are other offices which are all closed down because it's like a ghost town. Because guess what? No money in there to give out. No reason to have customers, right? They got no problem taking it and holding it and then lording it over anyone else as a, as a loan so that they can make money off of your money, right? Theoretically. Because guess what? No longer can you just go and get, the banking service that you are asking to receive. We were denied banking services at a banking institution that we used for over 25 years. Thereabouts. In the amount of $1 bills. It's unacceptable. I mean, for us. Now, you might be saying, what do you need $1 for, you poor bastard? We live in tip culture. Okay? Now, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you agree with it, whether you don't agree with it, all right, $1 bills are a necessitation of that of said culture. If you need to give someone an $11 tip, why would you give them 20? I mean, now, just from just playing Shyzabox advocate, okay? If you need to give someone $21, why give them 30? Who takes the loss, right? Which way does that swing? You start just using rounding. We just round our fiscal debt too, you know, for the country. Should we just round and not even do math anymore? Just pass kids in school and not even teach them to read and stuff? System's broken. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment and or in this case, a very lack thereof. Don't celebrate that. Believe you me, we never thought that Bank of America wouldn't give out money. You see it in third world countries, you see it in that things. We're not saying they won't give out money, because they'll give out money, they just won't give out money you want. They got rid of $1 bills, they're trying to slide it in just like them overnight flock cameras. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, because you can't get no $1 bill, at least in some locations. Inflation is that bad and or systems that broken. Someone eats the cost, guarantee you. It's the people. And everyone's so oblivious, theoretically, to that of what they're seeing and or not seeing that, believe you me, you cannot witness that of the system doing that of what it does by itself. Okay? You need that outside perspective, that outside look, and here comes crazy Shyzabox, just wanting to get some $1 bills. Okay? We can't get them. We cannot get $1 bills. Can't get $100 in ones. Get it in 20s, get it in 10s, or you can get it in 100. It's like a forced metric to make everything jump to that next plateau. People get charged extra to use that of cards at businesses. You get a discount at some places for using cash. If you can no longer get cash at a Bank of America in the form of $1 bills like we could not just today, inflation is probably here now, and they are doing their best to obfuscate that from the public eye. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, subjective to one's understanding, they are doing that to obfuscate that from eyes right now. We literally could not get $1 bills. Inflation, that's now. If they're not giving out $1 bills, it's because they want everyone to realize eventually that's what they wanted to get rid of, not effing pennies. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment, you see how they started the rounding process at that one's place. They just jumped it 2 decimals. Believe you me, if the lowest denomination you can now get is $10, green's the new pink, 10's the new 1. Guess what? If you make $20 an hour, that's $2. Because believe you me, you cannot go get $2 from at least the Bank of America we went to. And believe you me, we've been going to that Bank of America for a while. We've been with Bank of America for over, like we said, 25 years. They're about a quarter of a century, okay, of American banking. In this case, as far as we're concerned, a lack thereof, in our opinion. then why do we use the service then? Why are you holding our money that you're holding over other people's heads to give them loans when we can't get it in the form we want? Like we said, theoretically, and like we said as well, we're not going to do it. We would rather pull out everything and invest it in one individual that you tell no, that has a good heart, than have you sit on it and not give it to us anyway. What's the point? Everything you're forcing us into digital, it costs more. You get a 3% upcharge because the companies don't want to eat that cost. They have to pay a fee on every credit card transaction, or a monthly cost, or a blanketed flat rate. So they're passing that on to the customer, and meanwhile, on the other end, they're passing that on to the customer as well. Guess what, customer? Looks like Joey's got you working 2 ways. Disgusting. That's atrocious, man. We definitely, it puts a very, very, very sour taste in our mouth. It's not even because we had to talk about Joey. We see that. Who is that? Space for Good Days. Are you a sailor? Now, we swear like one. You would think so yesterday. That one got a content restriction. We didn't mean to. Just don't trip's fault. Which reminds us, if anyone needs their car worked on or anything like that, be sure you see Roach, because they're one of the best mechanics that you could probably ever ask for. I mean, we don't know. They've never worked on our car, but Roach is a great mechanic. At the same time, if you're looking for some new content, some new wear, some new stuff to check out, please give a good old-fashioned follow, should you desire or choose to. You can go to the descriptification, look at the name, it's Operator Kev, go there, give a subscriptification, because they're looking to start live streaming. They need to hit that X amount of people so that they should be able to, hopefully, do what they should already be able to do. If you don't mind, you got a sec, it would be much appreciated, not only, of course, on behalf of its Operator Kev Shirley, but on the behalf of ourselves as well, because inherently, man, you know, when you find stuff that falls in a residential, you know, kind of uniform agreement, even if it doesn't agree uniformly across the line, once you have a common understanding, a common knowledge, a common foundation, it's so easy to work together to do great things, okay? Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment. You're always going to have Joey come in there and muck it up somewhere. Disgusting. Are we Spider-Man? No, that's ridiculous. But that does remind us, real quick. Assistant, get in here real quick. No, we're not Spider-Man. We don't know where you heard that craziness at. But we do got to be right back. Give us a sec, okay? Keep yourselves entertained. Talk about horses. We're back. That didn't take long at all, okay? All right, so where were we? Get out of here, assistant. Are we Spider-Man? No, shit, hold on. All right, and we're back for real this time. The hell are you talking about, huh? Everything's fine. Huh? What? Read a poem from our poetry book now, maybe at the end of the show, if you're lucky. We're looking forward to it, too. Spider-Man. What? Who was that? Space for Good Days? Hey, get management. I'm not going to be able to come into work at the Daily Bugle today. I need to talk to the doctor. Dr. Strange, it's Shyzabox. I'm going to have to come see you after the live stream today. Yeah, again. Space for good days. Yep. SPACE. There's an underscore. For underscore. Yep. Good underscore. Yep. Yep. Oh, Yep. All right. You're already on it. Okay. Yeah. 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 Sorry, it keeps happening. We forget, right? Tell Tony we say hi. I know that. Sorry, we forgot. It was so recent. It was just a couple movies ago. Let's pray to Tony later in a nice little remembering ceremony. Everything's fine. What was that? Huh? Call this to order. That seemed like a good idea at the time. I don't know. It's because we're good like that. No AI here. AI works for us when we want it to. Remember, good old Shyzabox already proved our theory. We get to kick it and have fun. Well, subjectively fun, right? A little space for good days. We prefer leaving a little space for Jesus. Leave room for the Lord. We know what kind of shorts you've been watching. Believe you me. Same ones we do, I know. I know, we both have problems. Alright, where were we? No, we're good. Oh, yeah, we're still mad at Bank of America. Yeah, we'll probably forget eventually now how mad we are at them, but we're irate at them, okay? They didn't have $1 bills. Literally, they don't give out $1 bills, at least in the location. Oh, sorry, excuse us. At least in the location that we went to. No $1 bills at all. Hey, now you might be saying, that was disgusting. We just have such an ill taste in our mouth. It's like Joey works at Bank of America. I need your money. Sure, you don't need our money. Believe you me. You would owe more than there is. We need your money. Get a real job. Begging for your money is our real job. You walk by, you drop in a coin, a book pops out of Amazon.com, right? All right, not a good book. Hell, drop another coin in, maybe you'll get lucky. All right, so that's not a good one either, okay? Point is that eventually one of them's got to hit. Keep dropping coins in the machine. One of them will, you're going to find a song that you like. Now, this was last month, Space for Good Days. You know what? I think last month our literary sales were 4 cents. The month before that was like 11 cents. Now, K-Money kicked off that of the most insane metric ever to where, I kid you not, as we watch our language, content restrictions, right? I kid you not. We have spent probably now 2.5 hours, because it was solidly 2, probably an additional 30 minutes, all right, on that of the, no, man, maybe almost 3 hours now, honestly. Nah, not quite. Say 2.5 to be fair, to be safe. 2.5 hours dealing with that of one heck of a realization that a massive entity and or apparatus may have witnessed. Okay, theoretically. Now, obviously, we don't know. what all is that which we're not privy to, but believe you me, you don't want our money and or need it. There's none. Well, you might need it. You might need that 4 cents, honestly, brother. And, you know, if you were here, we would find it for you. Hell, if we were able to get ones from the bank earlier, we'd give you a whole buck. Okay? Especially if we were able to get, like, you know, a chunk of them, right? We only need a few at a time. We just get a bunch at once because we don't like going and doing stuff, right? I mean, we will. But believe you me, we need our money too. We don't even have any. If tens are the new ones, inflation is now, and the system that is empiricalizing the empirics of itself cannot witness that of its own resonantial gain or that of its own elicited yielded gain because it's not even resonantial. It's a forced entropic prioritization of the speed and erasure of information, and that's exactly what's happening. It's a speed and erasure prioritization to where these fly-by-night operations, theoretically, are sprouting up flock cameras, one after another, in places you never knew. Meetings taking place after meetings that have taken place. Randomly, out of town, away from eyes, behind closed doors, small handshakes, swag gear being given out to officials. Okay? It's beyond theoretics that these fly-by-night operations, they're operating on Landauer logic, which is correct. You prioritize the speed and erasure of data and information. It's the speed and information going up, these flock cameras flying up. They're prioritizing that to where all of a sudden there's so many you don't realize that, you know, it was a speedy process within they erased that they used to not be there. Because all of a sudden they're everywhere. It's a prioritization of that speed and erasure. That's why it's a prioritization in that of theoretical election fraud to destroy the evidence thereafter, to, you know, prevent anyone from seeing, okay? You literally have pictures of people covering windows and things of that nature. Like, you can't make it up. And no, you cannot say with an open blanketed thing that there's no shenanigans universally across the board. With the capacity that India does, we've seen specials on them marching to the most rural of rural locations to get someone to put purple ink on their thumb and do that of their duty to vote. They will track these people down and get it done, right? But for some reason, all right, the system is so broken, logic is so ridiculous now, all right, that we call fullsies stopsies. We're done with ridiculousness, okay? We have half a mind, probably literally, to cancel every single thing that we do with Bank of America. We don't want to even be affiliated with Bank of America anymore. If you don't have ones, you theoretically don't bank. If you don't give us money when we ask for money, you say you have money, but only in 10s and 20s, you don't have ones then because the system's inflation is so high, you're trying to do this speed-by, fly-by-night operation where you don't give them out anymore. You wanted to get rid of $1 bills, theoretically, and you got rid of pennies instead to try and tricksies us. Yay, tricksies us! Well, you don't tricksy Shyzabox, because guess what? On that one time a year that we go into the bank, that we want $1 bills, and you tell us that you don't give out $1, it's been like that for some time? Well, I don't know. We've been banking with you guys, Bank of America, for a quarter of a century. We've never had a problem getting $1 bills from you in that entire time. Man, I feel bad for the tooth fairy with inflation. Teeth, teeth, you lose a teeth, you're making more than minimum wage. We see why some people get into dentistry. You lose a tooth, you can't get $1 bills, you made $10. Hell yeah. Tooth fairies start leaving IOUs like due to inflation and rising costs. The removal of your tooth, which we extracted under your pillow, you start billing the kid. It's like their birthday money comes around and stuff, and it's like there's coins falling out of the card. It's like, well, we had to pull taxes out of your cash this year, Kathy, because the government needs theirs. They don't make $1 bills anymore, so you don't get what you get, right? Theoretically. But yeah, well, you know, you're going to start leaving little post-it notes and stuff like that. I mean, for real. Either the inflation is here now, theoretically, because you're not giving out $1 bills and you just don't want the populace to know, so there's not a mad rush, there's not this, you know, big breakdown of how really stupid everything is. Because believe you me, it's all stupid. You can't make this up. Society needs a hard stop in stupidity. You need a line in the sand cutoff. Now, we know we've never had a formalized physics class, and we know we're crazy when we say you can utilize Fiedler to reinterpret Landauer, okay, to prioritize that of the structuring of the data and the grid itself, okay, versus the speed and prioritization of data, okay, the erasure thereof data. You structure the grid and the data, you know, therefore prioritize that over prioritizing the speed and erasure thereof, like Landau, okay? Landauer's speed and erasure is valid. It is quantum computedly valid, okay, for a broken system, okay? Now, we don't hide behind our math. We don't hide behind our science equally, as Landauer did not back in the 1960s, okay? We never had a formalized physics class, so we're not a part of your self-referential integrity and that of your own empiricalized evidence that you empiricalize yourself. Remember, a self-empiricalizing system cannot empiricalize itself, and a self-witnessing entity cannot witness itself in that of its game. You must have that outside interaction, that outside force, theoretically, that conveys and construes to it, within which elicits that reaction, okay? Whether it's in the positive and or the negative and or the complete reversal thereof, you must introduce that of which. Now, there are finite ways of doing it in computation, especially on the quantum computing level, theoretically for philosophical entertainment, and above and beyond that, because we've already proved our point and our theory itself by literally moving a metric kernel of data from Kaggle to Web3 in a 23-hour run. Kaggle cuts off at 12. Our quantum computational, computations went through, all right? Theoretically, how we convey it, all right, and that of a quantum tunneling into that of Web3. Audit us. Check us. Feel free to go to our sovereign micro blockchain right now, okay? Pain in the ass to get through sometimes because, believe you me, it sidesteps all of where we are now. We don't have to pay GoDaddy. We don't have to pay any of these companies to host anything. We can give away whatever we want for free. We got free games. We got free demos. We got free computation, free theory. It might suck. You might not like the metric kernel of data that we moved over to Web3, but guess what? It's free. You download it. It works without internet. On top of that, let's look at those demos that we have on there. A working swarm mesh demo. Ooh. A LimeWire-inspired music player on Web3. Wow. A SIF uploader. Ooh. A digital kalimba that you can modify, customize, and record you playing a digital version of. Fantastic. A bunch of free games. Shyzapong is awesome. It's modern Pong. It's on Web3. It's free. Use at your own risk, of course. It's the Wild Wild West future technologies. Okay? We don't hide behind the math. We don't hide behind the science. We give away the games. We give away the demos. We give away the science. We give away the math because we do not own that. That exists. We don't cover our paper and say, hey, this is our big discovery. How can we monetize this? We're not concerned with monetizing anything because money's a construct, enough to the degree that we necessitate, require, and utilize it as a form of entropy in society. Okay? It is the visual representation of entropy. It is tied up to people's blood, sweat, and tears, all right? Every component and aspect thereof it is reciprocated, all right? It's the bartering system formalized upon universal and unilateral agreement, okay? This equals this. This is worth this. Guess what? $1 bills aren't going to be worth $1 anymore because you can't get $1 bills. If you don't have it, how can it be worth it? Theoretically, we ask that of that question. If you do not have it, how can it be worth it? Okay? I don't own the Mona Lisa. I can't insure the Mona Lisa for if damage happens to the Mona Lisa. I don't have it. Now, I don't know if you can do that. We're just guessing that you can't. Maybe there is something where you can, I mean, hell, insurance companies would love that. Be like, oh, you want to insure this national monument? Hell yeah. Well, it's a combo discount rate. You bundle your home, your auto, your motorcycle, because that's different from auto, of course. It's different roads you drive on. It's different principles of locomotion. We don't trust you. We're a corporation. You can trust us. We'll hold your money as a financial institution for 25 years with no issue. But when things start getting bad, we're not going to give out $1 bills. We're not going to tell you. You come in here and look like a Karen, please. We wish for you to come in here and try and embarrass yourself as much as possible. Hopefully someone's got their phone out. You can get a good little video. We'll act concerned like we give a shit about your business, which we don't. We just need your money right now to offer as a loan to someone else. And oh, we hope they default on that loan so bad. Because believe you me, then we've lent money we don't have that isn't ours. We've received interest on that isn't, I mean, fantastic. We've decided who could and couldn't get it. Maybe your neighbor wanted it. Maybe you could have given it to them, but they came to us instead for it because we have your money, which you can't get in $1 bills. But instead of being able to give it to your neighbor because maybe they wanted for $1, hey, man, I'm short $4 this month. Can you help me out? Sorry, I can't, Fred. Bank of America doesn't have $1 bills anymore. They can't count that high. It got too hard. They're just passing kids through school now. Hell, we never took a formalized physics class. How'd we get through college? You can't have $1 bills at a bank. No. Talking about them Hamiltons, baby. Or Benjamins. I don't know. It's all about the Hamiltons now, because believe you me, they've tried everything they could at the speed and prioritization to erase George of the Washington. We accidentally metaphysically chopped down the cherry tree the other day, too. Now, it's the studio audience that keeps laughing. It's because we're so hilarious. Hold on, we'll find out for you. Hey. Don't boo Space for Days. Hey, Space for Days wants to know who's running the soundboard today. Uh-huh. I thought we fired him. No? Oh, we should fire him. I mean, on second thought, he can stay around for another day or two. We'll give him another chance. Man, it's just some new guy. You can't get $1 bills from Bank of America. At least we couldn't. That means that, yeah, system's probably worse off than it actually is. And, I mean, we already know the system's broken, so inherently it's probably more broken than theoretically. Even any of the best financial analysts would have thought it was. And or if they were on the inside talks and stuff like that about it, believe you me, I guarantee you they wanted to get rid of the $1 bill, not the penny. And I guarantee you the $1 bill is a fly-by-night flock operation. Theoretically, I don't know. We don't know. Okay, conjecture. Okay, this is our interpretations, our theoretics. They might not be good. They might not be accurate, all right? But they might not be able to give us $1 bills. And by might not, they could not. Now, could we try and go elsewhere and try and find $1 bills in that of society? Yes. Are they giving out 10s and 20s? Yeah. But they ain't giving out 1s and 5s. Things are probably way worse off than even the best financial analysts, theoretically, could have even conjectured. Theoretically, if a bank is not giving out $1 bills and the government has already gotten rid of pennies, the government theoretically told the bank, we ain't giving you $1 bills neither. They're like, well, what do we tell our customers? Tell your customers, get fucked. And they owe us more taxes. Thought you weren't going to say the bad words. We're trying not to. Sorry, God, we didn't mean to say one bad word. No, you said the SH word earlier. Apologies. We're sorry. They don't care. They do not care. They don't care about your business. They don't care about your concerns. They don't care about your comments. They don't care about your complaints. Theoretically, they care about the digital footprint of a bad review. They care about the digital review that you give upon your last visit, survey response, okay? They do not care about the individual. They care about the metrics and merely the metrics alone. We are past that of now tip culture and tip society, and we are into that of inflation society, which resides theoretically and lives in that of PDF logic, which is where Landauer's logic reigns supreme, which is correct. But it is correct for that of a broken system, theoretically, for philosophical entertainment and or lack thereof, and that of our opinion. That's going to do it for us today. If you want to get out of here before us, believe you me, now's your chance. We're going to go not get $1 bills from Bank of America because they don't have them. We'll conjecture some more upon the thought that maybe inflation is far worse than they told us it was, and this fly-by-night flock operation to get rid of $1 bills might as well be flock cameras that they're putting in your bank account. Because believe you me, when you make that $1 increment, that $1 transaction obsolete, you have control over the entire minuscule operative system that there could inherently be housed or put in place. Theoretically, for philosophical entertainment or a lack thereof. Anyhow, I know you were good. We'll read a poem. I know. Yes. Let's get this Joey energy out. Disgusting. Takes 3 times, obviously, to get all the Joey energy away from me. That's that 90s little logic from a little bit of comedies from the 90s, stuff like that. Get rid of this Joey. Ooh. Not around here, but you're going to want to clean that up. Excellent. Now that Joey is goey, we'll read a poem, then we'll be going too. Like we said, you want to get out of here before us. Now's a great chance, because you're about to read one of our poems. So, yeah. All right. This is a good one. Or it's not. Bozo of the Clown. The best of jobs was held in heart, for joy for laughs to lend from start. Credentials made by laughs abound, from state to city, country to town. Biggest of noses, largest of shoes, the role of clown we all fill, you choose. Excellent, fantastic. That's available from How Poetry Poetry, available on Amazon.com and Kindle Unlimited. So, Anyhow, that's going to do it for us. You be sure you take care of yourself first and foremost, because there's only one you. There's no replacing you. Believe you me, you are more important and special than you may think that you even are. Then you look around, you take care of someone else or anyone else who really, really needs it, because there's people out there who really need help, don't know how to ask for it, and believe you me, could be very, very, very aided in that of their being, should one give that of what they need. Then you look around the room, you see anyone else that you like or love more than us, maybe you like 6, 7 people more than us, right? You take care of them next, because obviously you like and love more than us. But if you got anything left over at the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers. We'll take it. Because remember, we don't want your subscription. We want your money. Downvote the shit out of this. Go to Cashapp and give us $1, or go to Amazon.com, search Shyzabox books, and buy one of them. Get off our lawn.